State Representative Torren Ecker here at the Pennsylvania Farm Show in 2020. I'm privileged to be joined here with Adams County's own Secretary Russell Redding. Thanks for being here.
Great to see you, neighbor. Good to see you. Thank you.
Absolutely, yeah. And so what's new this year at the Farm Show?
Well, we can start in the food court, right? There's a couple of new items. Each year we try to sort of dress up the menu a little bit, if you will, and I've got a couple of new favorites in there, beginning with a grilled cheese stick, right? Which you can never go wrong with grilled cheese, mozzarella cheese. Come over into the poultry area. We had a lot of requests to bring back the duck slide.
Okay.
That went away because it really, we didn't feel like it really represented the natural sort of habitat, if you will, of the duck. So you'll see a new waterfowl exhibit this year. I'm proud of the Pennsylvania Grange. There's a quilt heritage trail that they've brought to the complex. All of these different quilt patches, if you will, painted. I think that's always cool. And then every place in the culinary stage, right into our family living area. But all good things.
Great.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the theme this year. I think it's a great theme.
Well, we work hard to try to have a theme that's both identifies the farm show, but also transcends the farm show, right? So imagine the opportunities is this year's theme. And it's really nice because it sort of captures what's here, right? You can imagine what's inside, and also ties us back a little bit to, what we've imagined over the years of the development of the industry. But the opportunities of the industry are really where we're focused. So it's the jobs, it's the foods, it's the quality of life. All of that's inside the theme.
Right. I think I was talking to my wife yesterday just how incredible this is for Pennsylvania to people bring families and really showcase ag and farms, and it's such an awesome place to bring a family and showcase Pennsylvania's agricultural
heritage. And particularly
heritage.
be able to do it. I think part of it's the timing in the year, right? A new year, a new calendar, fresh start. And you step out of a year and right into a new one. You come to the farm show, and it's a happy place, right? People like what's here.
Absolutely.
You can find something to eat. You can see, and you're entertained, educated. So yeah, good stuff.
Absolutely. Well, let's we're both from Adams County, and we've had an explosion of the cideries kind of come into play with the growers, fruit growers specifically, trying to find a new way to market their product. What do you see that industry doing here in Pennsylvania as far as the cidery industry is concerned?
Well, we've made some really nice changes over the years, but I think having the craft beer and the hard ciders, not to exclude wine, they're here, of course, but I think those additions of craft and hard ciders is amazing, right? Just go watch the lines.
Yeah.
If you want to say, is this really of interest? Or, yeah, it is. I mean, people will come in. We've had folks come through here only interested in that, right? They'll go look to see how the place. So to answer your question, I just think it's a great opportunity for Pennsylvania. It's a great opportunity for Adams County, right? Yeah. We've seen it in terms of what it's done to tourism. For some, quite frankly, it's why they're in the business and staying there, right? It's that important to us. So if we can showcase that here at the Farm Show, I think it's a great story. And it's good for Pennsylvania, it's good for Adams County.
And I think it says something when I think the top two finishers were both Adams County Plowman and Big Hill were.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Top of the big.
Thumbs up to both. Yeah,
they
great job.
Were big guys, but in any event. So one last thing I want to ask about is something that I've been hearing from some of our constituents is the industrial hemp industry, and I've had a few people kind of dabble with it this year. And what do you think that looks like in 2020?
Well, I'm excited about it. I mean, our guidelines have just opened this week. So for 2020, if you're interested, if you were a grower and you want to apply for the new year, you can do it now. If you're interested and haven't, jump in there, you can apply. We're going to do a couple things. There's no cap on the number of permits. There's no cap on the acreage. There are some other program changes because of what we've learned the last couple of years. There are certain varieties that are problematic to be over that 0.3, which is the legal threshold for THC. We're going to have a list of those. We've got processors for the first time who will be permitted. We think that's important. We believe there's some of the testing protocols that go with it, which have been, again, a lesson learned out of the last year particularly, are important. But overall, we're excited about it. I think it's a great crop for Pennsylvania. You can go to the food court and have hemp tea. There's a gentleman from Berks County who has hemp kitty litter. That's 7 times more absorbent than traditional.
It's incredible how versatile the product is for people.
I think that's the amazing sort of piece of hemp. There's a reason it was here 77 years ago. You look around, it was everywhere. It was in Adams County, all across Pennsylvania. So our goal is to bring it back and get it plugged into where fiber and the food system and everything else that goes with it. So I'm excited about it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Secretary Renning, for letting me be
see
here.
Thanks for your service in public. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Great job.
Yeah, great.